For a short time, you can have your driver's license reinstatement fee waived. We'll show you how. I'm Annie, and this is Law You Can Use. Welcome to the Ohio State Bar Association's Law You Can Use, where we answer commonly asked questions about different legal topics. Today, we're discussing Ohio's driver's license reinstatement fee amnesty initiative, and I'm joined by attorneys Ann Roach and Megan Odell. Thanks to the two of you for being here.
Thank you.
So let's start with the name. The Driver's License Reinstatement Fee Amnesty Initiative is a little long and confusing. So give us a breakdown of what this program is and how it got started.
Sure. So House Bill 336 created the Reinstatement Fee Amnesty Initiative, and that was passed last year and signed by Governor Kasich. And the program became effective this January 31st. Representatives Barnes and Greenspan co-sponsored the bill, and the intent was to reduce barriers to employment. So we know that a major barrier to employment is not having a valid driver's license. So this bill was really intended to get people back to work, maintain employment, have a valid driver's license.
So yes, it's a 6-month pilot program. For it to apply, someone has to have one of the 25 eligible offenses. And then for those eligible offenses, if the person's completed all the court-ordered sanctions on the suspension, then they can have the BMVs, reinstatement fees, either lowered or waived completely. So common court-ordered sanctions would be fines, restitution maybe, probation, community service, that sort of thing. So if those are finished, then the fees from the BMV, those can be either lowered or completely waived.
So I can't just walk into a BMV and have my reinstatement fees waived. Who exactly is eligible for this program?
So for people that are on food stamps or SNAP benefits, they're eligible if they have finished all the court-ordered sanctions for the eligible offenses, and they can prove their status on SNAP. So they need a screenshot from the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services, the screenshot which shows things like who the beneficiaries on the account are, the current status, things like that. They need proof of that, and they need proof that all their court-ordered sanctions have been completed, and then they're ready to go for, again, fees for the eligible offenses.
Yeah. So that's for individuals who receive SNAP benefits. For individuals who don't receive SNAP benefits, they still may be eligible to have their reinstatement fees reduced. So there are a couple of requirements for those individuals. One requirement, again, is the court-ordered sanctions have to be complete. So fines, probation, any jail time, that has to be finished. The other requirement is that the suspension has to have been expired for 18 months. So once those two requirements have been met, then the individual may have their reinstatement fees reduced. So what that looks like is if an individual has multiple eligible offenses and eligible suspensions, the BMV will require that individual to pay either 10% of the total or the lowest reinstatement fee, so whichever is greater. If an individual only has one eligible suspension, one eligible offense, they are required to pay half of that reinstatement fee.
So what if my license is suspended because of an OVI offense, for example, driving under the influence? Am I still eligible for this?
So having an ineligible offense does not make you ineligible. However, OVI, anything weapons related or drug and alcohol related, those offenses are not eligible for this program. So if you have other things, those could be reduced or waived, but nothing from your OVI case would be.
And how can I apply for the program?
You can apply online through the BMV's website. You can also find the application on the Department of Public Safety's website if you want to print that out and mail that in.
So how can I get help to determine, number one, if I'm eligible for the program, and to get help to help me through the process?
So I would start by looking at the OSBA's website has a list of the eligible offenses. So if you know what your offenses were, that's great. That's a great place to start. Then I would look at your local bar association for your county or region, the legal aid that's in your area, and your municipal courts. There are several programs that are already planned in Columbus, Akron, Cleveland, Perry County. But there are also several in the works. So check between now and July 31st, I would keep looking at your, again, legal aid, bar association, courts.
All right, so those are all the questions I have for the two of you. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
If you have a legal topic that you would like to learn more about, follow the Ohio State Bar Association on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram, and write to us using the hashtag #LawYouCanUse. And to find out more about this and 600 other legal topics, go to ohiobar.org/legalhelp.